All right. Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator 2. Great game.
I have base Xrd Rev.
So yeah, so here's the thing about Revelator and Revelator 2, at least if you're a PS3 owner. If you have Revelator, you can upgrade to Revelator 2. And
you can do that with PS4 as well.
And that, really? What the fuck? Okay. That's, what the fuck? Okay, no, I gotta stop with that. What is that? What?
What? I have base Revelator, and I've seen, like, Revelator 2 stuff in the DLC shop for that.
Okay, I'm just like, why would there be okay, whatever. So with the PS3 version, and I guess the PS4 version also, of Revelator 1, you can pay $20 to get your game upgraded to Rev 2, and that basically adds in like the story mode and adds in the slots for like the new characters and DLC characters. If I remember correctly, you do get like Bakken and like the other new character they had that was in the initial Revelator 2 roster.
That was Leo, right?
I think I can't keep track.
Yeah, I have base Revelator.
I think it was Leo and Bakken, yeah.
Xrd in general is the only Guilty Gear that I've actually like put time into. But so here's the thing that kind of bothers me about Revelator 2's whole thing is that yeah, you can pay the $20 and you can get the 2 characters there in the base of Revelator 2, but you still gotta pay $8 a pop for all the Revelator 1 characters and the new Revelator 2 characters.
Yep, and that's why I said, again, Arc System Works isn't the greatest with DLC.
But if you bought Revelator 2, you just have Revelator 1's entire cast, including the DLC, plus the 2 new characters that are in Revelator 2. You just have to buy the new characters that come out for Revelator 2.
And for some reason, this game is not on PC, but Revelator 1 is.
Also, considering recent events, I think people
extremely recent.
I don't think people are really happy with Arc System about now. I'm happy that game's coming out in June. That's way sooner than I would have thought.
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited for June.
But that game better not be 60 is all I gotta say, or else people are gonna get even more annoyed.
They are gonna be furious.
Most definitely.
Rhyme. Holy fuck. Bad
port. Good game, but that was a bad port.
So from what I hear, this game is almost like PUBG in the instance of the developers do not know how to optimize for anything.
Yep.
And I think the Switch got the worst bit of this because
it definitely did.
Because
Switch is the worst version by far.
Yeah, and it's like there's like from what I hear at least, there's like stuttering and like audio bugs and all this sort of like slowdown and stuff for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC versions. But the Switch is the worst offender because this stuff happens, but it's turned up to 11. And
what game is Rhyme again?
It's like
it's kind of like Zelda if you were trapped on an island.
Oh.
It's like a little adventure puzzle game. Almost akin to oh god. What was that? What's that first person game where you're on an island and you just solve like
The Witness.
The Witness. Imagine that, but it's third person and the only puzzle isn't just line puzzles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Challengers.
AKA completely irrelevant now that the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection is coming to Switch.
Yeah, kind of begs the question of why they did this.
They did this to test the waters because this did sell really well, which probably prompted them to go, "Oh, people like Street Fighter on the Switch. Let's put this on it."
I understand why like devs are kind of like anxious about the Switch. Well, at least at the start, but I feel like now we're past that. So we shouldn't still have this whole, oh, well, I guess if this game that we throw out there does well enough. It's like, no, you're gonna go where the money is. Stop playing this like cat and mouse routine with us.
Yeah. Like Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers, not a bad game. It's basically the HD remix of Street Fighter 2 that was on 360 and PS3. It's not bad, it's just nothing special because it's Street Fighter 2. It's been around for fucking ever.
We've had like 8 different versions and revisions of this, but hey, we got Violent Ken.
Thanks, SNK.
Thank you. Thank you for that. We really needed a callback to SVC of all things.
He's canon now.
He is canon, and that's the terrible part. We could have just forgot that game existed, but now we can't.
Wait, which game?
SNK versus Capcom. This
SVC Chaos.
It's different from Capcom versus SNK because SNK made this one, and boy howdy, can you tell they did not know how this worked compared to how Capcom does it. The Don't Starve Mega Pack. I'm guessing this was like a physical version that added Don't Starve and Don't Starve together into one package.
Essentially, yeah.
I hear that the people they're thinking about doing a Switch port, and I'd be okay with that.
Same.
Don't Starve is a game I'm not interested in, but I do get why people like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, seeing a port of that wouldn't make people happy.
I really like it. I've always liked this game because it's just Minecraft, but if it was made by Tim Burton.
You know, why haven't we done a Let's Play of this game? Probably could.
Because we've never thought about it until now, apparently.
I'm writing it down.
June! Tekken 7!
The game that has Akuma, Geese Howard, and fucking Noctis in it.
I hope Kazuma Kiryu eventually shows up.
I like Jacob's not here, but Jacob pointed out how Noctis visually fits in more with all the Tekken characters compared to how he is visually matched up against all the fantasy characters in Dissidia.
Yeah. It's ironically hilarious.
He does, because he looks just like an average dude compared to Final Fantasy.
I own the game. My mains are Akuma and Lucky Chloe because Street Fighter and Lucky Chloe's animations are just really fun.
Oh, I am so sorry because Lucky Chloe is considered trash in that game.
But
I'm not gonna
lie. Chloe's a troll.
You're always such a fucking troll.
Also,
Lucky Chloe, you're a piece of shit,
guys. Also, fuck the special chapter. Like, yeah, you're Devil Kazuya, but Akuma's a bitch.
Yeah, because you played on the special chapter.
It's almost like it's Akuma.
It's Akuma.
Yeah, with regenerating health, a shit ton of super armor, and infinite super meter.
No, you're fighting Shin Akuma. Like, you're gonna die.
Because Shin Akuma's trying to take out Devil Kazuya. Also, let's be frank here. Who thinks Heihachi's actually dead?
No.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I don't know why this whole dramatic thing is forward. It's like we know he's not gonna die.
Like seriously though,
they're gonna continue upping the drama, and he's gonna continue showing up, even though.
Yeah, he just comes back. Wait, what? Wait, I threw you in lava. I peels. Wait, it shows up all burnt. You were in lava. Peels off burnt skin.
I would totally buy that Heihachi just shows up as a skeleton in the next game.
I just want to point out that Heihachi survived a point-blank bomb. Because the bomb just propelled him into a graveyard.
Akuma survived the satellite laser. Like nothing is.
I fucking love how Street Fighter is now canon to Tekken.
Can I say my thing now?
Okay.
Heihachi shows up as a skeleton, but his hair is perfectly fine.
Yes.
You gotta just keep the top portion of his head intact. It was the only part that didn't sink into the lava.
No, wait. Plot twist. The hair was bones.
I also would. What the fuck? Okay. I also wouldn't be surprised if it's just like, oh, that youth serum that he was taking for the past 2 games. It also gave him immortality.
I was thinking more like he just cloned himself.
Okay, Wipeout Omega Collection. Wipeout.
It's Wipeout.
Just not F-Zero.
It's Sony's answer to F-Zero and Fast RMX.
Water.
Not as good, but yeah. I think we already talked about Wonder Boy, didn't we?
Yeah, because this is the PC. This is when the PC version came out.
Arms. Oh shit! I've played so much Arms.
So much.
No, I didn't.
Well, you used to, but then you got better.
When Sub first got the game,
wait a minute.
He wasn't kind of keen to it, but he grew to it over time.
I love that game so much.
5 minutes, I stopped and went, wait a minute, I'm playing the game wrong. So I stopped, tried it a different way, and realized,
how are you playing it first?
You don't want to know.
I'm curious.
Did you have the wrong hands?
No. What the fuck does that mean?
You were holding you were holding the wrong controllers in the wrong hands.
No, I'm not an idiot.
I know. I just thought that'd be funny.
I really like Dr. Coyle. She's cool.
Yeah, also her boss fight is annoying as hell.
I love her boss fight cutscene where she just punches Max Brass into a nearby skyscraper.
Bye, Max. We'll see you in Arms 2. It's probably gonna happen.
Nope, and then, actually, then Max Brass just comes in with the parasols on his arms, just gliding like Peach.
And flexing is like, Max Brass! Max Brass!
And I still gotta say, so far, the
also
best part
Missango was
about
fun.
This is the ARMS Invitational Tournament where the game's developer came out and just mauled the champion with no regret. It was awesome.
It's just like Mr. Yabuki's he's pointed out that he actually plays the game a lot, which you realize that most developers or most like creators of the game don't really have the time to. But this is a guy that like really enjoyed his game so much that he just kept wanting to play it to the point where he was the best at it.
Mr. Yabuki for Evo. Let's do it.
Kitty.
Put ARMS in Evo and have him be the Evo champ.
The last thing I want to point out is that apparently this is like Dr. Coil and like the 5.0 update was like the last big update for ARMS.
Yeah, all the rest are going to be balance tweaks.
Yeah, and that I kind of get why a bunch of people, or some people, are kind of bummed out about that. But that game got a lot of extra content from what I see.
I mean, we had a base
sold pretty well as well.
Yeah,
for
how long until ARMS 2 do you think?
2 to 3 years at most.
Years.
Yeah.
You don't make a game in less than a year. Unless you're Settled June, but that isn't fun.
One thing I also want to touch on is that Dr. Coil, the recent character that's also like the new boss on the highest difficulty, she's voiced... Oh god, I forget her name, but she's voiced by the same person who sings like Sins of the Father in Metal Gear Solid 5. So the same person you know as is going, "Wow!" is just Dr. Coil in this game.
Oh my
okay. That was funny. Thank you for
the
telling
voice.
me that.
Hang on, I'm gonna look this up real fast. Donna Burke.
Yeah.
That's the name.
Okay, that was funny. That was funny.
Cave Story Plus, because I needed another reason to buy this game again. Apparently,
it's got
keychains and a
tiny. It's got a keychain and a tiny CD with all the songs on it.
It's got co-op that I'm never gonna do.
Oh boy!
And a tiny CD with all the songs on it.
But it's a nice, cool HD version of Cave Story that I can just play whenever.
What'd you say, Sub?
How am I supposed to play the CD? It's so goddamn tiny.
Dead by Daylight.
What's this game again?
It's a horror game crossover made by the guys who made Payday 2.
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
It's got everybody but Jason, obviously.
An asymmetric survival horror online multiplayer game is how the game is.
It's got Leatherface, it's got Freddy Krueger, it's got a bunch of original stuff.
I'm remembering hearing about it now.
Okay.
It looks pretty fun.
The killers, the Trapper, the Wraith, the Hillbilly, the Nurse, Mike Myers, the Hag, the Doctor, the Huntress, Leatherface, and Freddy Krueger.
When they say the Hillbillies, I'm guessing that's from The Hills Have Eyes.
I guess.
Either that or wrong
one
turn.
Of the original ones.
It doesn't really specify.
The Hillbilly's the original one. Then there's Leatherface, who the Hillbilly was based off of, but then they actually got Leatherface in there. So
we actually got the rights.
Oh yeah, and then
Payday 2. The developers of Payday 2 got like a lot of clout to be able to cross over with all these movies.
It's like that old either Atari or Commodore game where it's like they were originally going to make a Superman game, but they couldn't get the rights, so they could instead remodel it so he was Sunman.
Praise the sun, or he is Sunman.
Yeah.
Or Mario, where he was originally Popeye.
Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, just another expansion pack. God dang it, Nintendo's terminology is invading my vocabulary. Does anyone here play 14?
Nope.
No, it's like the only MMO I'd have any interest in playing, and I just like it has a subscription thing to it, so that's the main reason I haven't really played it.
It looks pretty funny though.
My issue with MMOs is that with subscriptions, I just don't like having subscriptions for stuff, especially since I don't have income.
MMOs are games I'd play like when I feel like it.
And the second thing is the first time I played an MMO was MapleStory, and I fell too deep into that because it was also summer vacation and I was in middle school. And I don't want to go back to that point in time in my life because looking back on it, Jesus Christ, I could have died.
Oh God!
Like you'd hear those stories about people in like internet cafes. They were like playing World of Warcraft for several hours, and they just died in their seat. That was almost me for a second.
Wow.
I had a urine bucket that's how much I didn't want to leave the chair I was in. Like, god dang. Christ. I don't want to play another MMO out of fear of ever something like that happening.
I can completely understand not wanting to ever play another MMO again doing that.
Yeah. Yep. There's Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls.
I have it on Vita, but yeah, fun game.
Yeah, this is a port of the Vita game, which is a spin-off. It's like a third-person shooter. It tells like
is canon.
It tells like a little side story that was going on between, I think it was Dangan 2 and 3 or V3. Or maybe it was just like a game that. No, actually, I remember now. It happened between 1 and 2 because of the ending that leads into 2.
Yeah, and then they show up again in the Danganronpa 3 anime, but that was like the big conclusion anime, anyways.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of spin-off games, Valkyria Revolution.
So here's the thing. I heard that this game was actually kind of decent. And then a couple months passed, and I heard that it's terrible. So the only thing I know about it is that it's based off of Valkyria Chronicles, but it's not a strategy game. It's a very slow action RPG.
Yeah, that's what I heard about it.
Okay, then.
I haven't played the Valkyria games. If I do, I'm going to start with 4 when it comes to Switch. But
I have the first one on Steam. It's decent from what I've played so far.
I have a PSP that's hacked. If I really wanted to, I could play the first 2 games. So,
like, I've heard that the Valkyria Chronicles games are very good strategy games, but I'm not sure about this game.
I'm not really too into strategy games.
They're
like a game really needs to speak out to me before I really try it anymore.
Like, you know how Codename Steam and XCOM are kind of like that? It's like that, except without all the squares.
See, the thing about Codename Steam is that I really enjoyed it because of how silly its premise was.
Exactly.
I know, I had a lot of fun with
Steampunk Abraham Lincoln wants you to fight aliens. What?
I just want to point out that you can go to GameStop right now and get that game new for $2.50.
Yep.
That's depressing.
That's how bad it did.
That was the just for a quick thing, people say that Nintendo should do more IPs. They did. You didn't buy it.
So shut up.
I mean, now we've got Splatoon and ARMS out for new IPs at least.
Yeah, we eventually got those games, but still, it's just like, god dang, man.
Like, you people say that they aren't inventive. No, they are. You're just stupid and won't buy the inventive shit.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it's just like, it's so weird when stuff like that happens. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Really fun fuck slippery climb.
Cool idea.
I feel like this game came out sooner than I thought it would.
Yeah, I was surprised it came out this early.
Wait, what are we talking?
Crash
Crash. Okay, yeah.
I
feel like the game got announced E3 2016, and then I was just hearing, it's done. It's coming out in June. It's like, really? You remade 3 games that fast?
And then it came out, and they did in fact release it in June.
Fuck slippery climb.
Yeah, apparently they did mess up the physics a little bit, but I'm sorry.
No, just fuck slippery climb as a level.
The physics are about the same.
The
only part that really was changed was the what's it called? Boat? No, it wasn't a boat.
The bridge?
No, not the bridge.
It was the
motorbike. Not motorbike. The scooter.
Yeah, the hoverboard.
The jet ski type of thing. In Crash Bandicoot 3.
Yeah, that one I've been hearing like bad things about, but everything else I've heard is almost like
that one. You can see how much they change it because it's so much more slow compared to the speedy.
Wait, you have to remember all those rage videos about the fucking bridge.
Yeah, and like.
Well, that's just those levels already. Like in the originals,
that and the fact that people just suck at games.
The physics to Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy are different from the originals. The Crash is a little bit heavier, and that sort of weight to him like sets a lot of people who like played the originals off because they were thinking, I
remember John complaining about that a lot in his LP.
It's like you could just jump from this length and you'll make it. And Insane Trilogy, no, you got to be a little bit more precise with it. And I can understand how a lot of people like mess up because
muscle memories.
Yeah, muscle memory as well. It's just like thinking, oh, this is how the game works. No, it does. No.
Oh, wonky dick.
Wonky dick.
Not again. Once again, that crazy wonky dick on his trip to the post office.
Whoa!
He just stands in line for 6 hours.
July, Kirby's Blowout Blast.
Oh, wait, quick thing about that. How long do you think they're gonna make until Spyro remake?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell
Why you
you.
ask?
I was
Spyro's
never
owned
really
by
into
Activision, who
Spyro,
put them
and I played the first one
Skylanders.
earlier this year, and I didn't really like it too much. It was just a normal, just generic third
3D platformer.
Yeah, 3D I was about to say third-person platformer.
Third-person platformer.
I was just like, what? It's like,
Which
technically that
is
is correct, but that's not how you say that.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a first-person platformer in Mirror's Edge, but...
Blowout Blast is okay. It's nothing really special, though.
I don't even remember what this game is.
It's a 3D Kirby puzzle game where you just shoot air at everything. You can't.
Okay,
you don't
then.
use any attacks.
Is this
Just
that
suck up blocks
mini
and spin
game
them.
from
Yeah,
Planet Robobot when
It
you're on
is.
like that 3D isometric space?
it is.
Okay.
So technically, this is the first 3D Kirby game.
Yeah.
Got
I'm
that
afraid-
going for it. I
Air
guess.
Ride?
The first 3D platformer.
Fair enough.
As I was going to say, Air Ride was
So it's
the
essentially
platform.
like the Captain Toad of Kirby.
No.
What? Kirby could jump, I think, can he?
Yeah, Kirby can jump. So this is already not Captain Toad.
I'm pretty sure people are gonna want a game like that plays like Blowout Blast, but like an entire game.
Like people have been asking for a 3D Kirby game since the GameCube era.
My
and we still
thing
haven't
is just
gotten
like
it.
if they didn't do it now, they're not going to because they're
Yeah,
fine
could-
with
yeah.
the way it is now.
Yeah, and Kirby works perfectly in 2D.
I don't know how a Kirby like 3D platform.
Like
would
they
work.
were experimenting with some ideas behind it. They did try something similar with Blowout Blast, but from what I saw from the tech demos, nothing really like interesting came out of it.
That's just a shame. But it's like some games just aren't meant for like a certain type of like style.
Yeah.
Yep.
Metal Slug 2, just classic Neo Geo game, always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excel World versus Sword Art Online.
Art Online. Did anyone
Ah,
play this?
no.
No.
Nope.
Closest
Good.
thing would be that those two games are both in Dengeki Bukuo.
Because the thing is about Sword Art Online games, and I don't know how this is possible, but apparently, and I say apparently because I haven't played the rest of them, I've only played one of them, somehow all of these games are terrible.
I mean, to be fair, Sword Art Online, the game itself in-universe, is not that good of a game.
But my thing is just like, how do you do that? How do you have like 4 opportunities to make a good game based off of this anime and you mess it up every time?
Someone should have read Ready Player One. It could have made a better game.
Somebody should have read the notes for Kung Fury. Somehow that managed to be a good game, even though that MGM. I'm so glad you showed me that.
You're welcome.
That was such a dumb movie. I loved it.
To be
Alright,
fair,
Final
like,
Fantasy.
the game itself is kind of a... I don't know if I should say rip-off to One Finger Death Punch.
Final Fantasy Back Age.
It's
the game.
a remaster for 12. It's basically how Final Fantasy X got remastered, where it's like, hey, let's take all the good stuff that we put into like the final mix version of this game that was only in Japan, and then actually bring it over to the US, as well as change over some new things, remix the soundtrack, make sure that the game actually runs well, because it used to be on a PS2, and PS2s didn't exactly have the best like performance in some instances.
Yeah.
Nice remaster. When I get a PS4, it's gonna be the go-to game for me because 12 is my favorite Final Fantasy.
Cool. Moon Hunters. Hunt the moon.
Hunt the moon. I'm trying to think. No, okay. The one I was thinking of was Moon Divers, which was like a Metroidvania-like action RPG type of game. But this is one of those weird Xbox One exclusives that actually managed to happen this year, so they got that.
Xbox One has exclusives?
They also
Yeah.
they also got Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, but then they fucked that up, and a lot of people got annoyed at them.
Well, I remember, I
You
know,
remade
I remember them.
one of the most iconic first-person shooters, and you fucked it up.
I'm sure I remember
Good
them
job.
fucking it up. I just forget how.
So there was 2 things with it from what I remember. One
Adding
was
loot
that
boxes.
one was that stuck it to Advanced Warfare. Like, you couldn't buy it separately. You had to buy Advanced Warfare to get the code for Modern Warfare Remastered. And then the second thing was that they messed up the netcode.
Yep.
Oh.
Didn't they add loot boxes?
No.
No. You're thinking of the other Call of Duty game that came out this year.
Oh.
Well, it came out 2017. Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Not only does that name just make you go, ugh, but it also just has too many weird connotations with it.
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Did anyone play this visual novel?
I don't know.
Lots of people did.
It's like decent anyway in terms of like what it is. It's like produced by the Graham Grumps.
No, it was
the
made
Grim
by the
Grumps.
Grumps.
I like the Grim Grumps better.
Welcome back to Drum.
Layton's Mystery Journey. Oh god.
Catriel and the Millionaires.
I have it purchased, but I'm playing. Through the Layton Phoenix Wright crossover first.
I'm kind of on the like second case.
I've only played one Layton game, and it's not this one. It was what was it? Box, I think. Yeah, it was that one.
Oh, the second one. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a Layton game. Never played any of these. If you liked it, cool. Splatoon 2.
The puzzles are
featuring. What was it featuring? Nothing.
Splatoon 2 is just really good.
Featuring dual wielding. There we go.
Dual splat dualies.
Although I still use rollers all the time.
Here's the thing about Splatoon 2. Since whenever in God's name this is gonna happen, Nintendo's gonna get like their online to have like a subscription thing because Xbox did it and then Sony had to follow suit. Now Nintendo has to. I kind of hope they don't, but they're going to eventually.
Wasn't that supposed to be last year?
To like help the servers be better?
It was supposed to be in the fall, but they postponed it to July. No, not July. January of this year, and January is halfway done. We haven't heard anything about it, so...
Maybe they're having second thoughts and they said, oh, fuck it, we're getting enough money from the Switch anyway.
Yeah, I kind of want to hope that that's the case. But the thing about Splatoon 2, besides the fact that it's just like the main thing is online multiplayer, and I kind of don't really play those games for that specifically anymore, is the one mode that I really would have bought the game to like spend a lot of time into is the horde mode that they have in there.
Oh, Salmon Run.
Yeah, Salmon Run.
But it did add another mode as well, but I forget what it's called.
But
football.
For some stupid, dumb reason, you can only play Salmon Run at specific times.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, they got rid of that.
They did?
They got rid of that.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, goodness.
Oh. I'm constantly switching between the two modes.
I think I can buy this game now then. Okay.
Hooray.
Thank God. Okay, I was about to be really upset that still wasn't getting fixed, but okay, cool. That was pretty much my only issue with the game, was that it's like the one mode that I would have really liked to play was restricted at certain times.
Excellent. All right, next up, Overcooked.
I haven't played it, seen some of it though. Looks
what
kind of
happens
fun.
if you put too many cooks and make it a game.
It's not as dark as Too Many Cooks.
Yeah,
too many cooks murder your whole family. Wait, what?
But yeah, I heard this game's good. It's a fun little party game. I don't have friends, so they're nearby, so we can't play this like that. But does it have online?
I don't know. I'm gonna look into this.
If it does, then we could play it, and like maybe Shadow or me, since I also have a capture card now, we could like record it, do some stuff, and that'll be fun.
Well.
But besides that, it's just fun little party game. Hey, Pikmin.
I played the demo. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's. I'm actually kind of surprised that like Pikmin sort of works well in like sort of like a 2D adventure setting.
Okay, I just checked. No, unfortunately, it's just local.
Aw, that's a shame.
You can mod the Steam version for it, but otherwise, it's just local for Switch.
That's a shame.
Steam mods aren't too hard to do.
Miitopia. Fawn got a lot of leverage out of this game.
I can basically summarize this as what would happen if you just watched an RPG play out. Because you barely contribute anything to this game.
Still funny, though.
I mean, I played the demo, and I do want to get the actual game.
The same draw to people who play games like Tomodachi Life existed here, but it's just in an RPG setting now.
Like, I didn't buy Tomodachi Life. A friend gave that to me, and I was just like, okay, this is just randomness. I'm not really interested.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just silly, dumb, random fun.
That's the reason why I didn't pick up Miitopia. I'm just like, this is too much randomness factor, and I don't have enough control to myself, so I'm just gonna pass.
Patapon Remastered, another PSP game that got remastered on the PS4. It's another rhythm game.
I think this is also in PlayStation All-Stars, and it got crossed over with Metal Gear.
That's weird. Okay. Slime Sand.
Metal Gear Rising.
Whoa, that's even weirder. What?
Well, it's because Raiden was the playable character. And so they had Patapon intrude on his stage.
Okay, fair. Slime.
No, actually, it's the other way around. Metal Gear Rising intrudes on that stage.
Yeah.
Slime Sand for the Switch. It is a pretty fun pixel platformer that got a big update that added in like a whole new world with like other stages and stuff. Pretty fun. Got pretty simple.
Lawbreakers.
This is the saddest story I think I've ever heard for a game.
Sadder than Mother 3?
It died because it was trying to be too edgy, right?
No, so what happened was that this game was going to be like a team-based, like sort of like multiplayer thing, and then, you know, they were showing stuff off. They was like everything was going good, and then Overwatch got announced.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they went, oh fuck. Oh, can we? Oh, fuck.
And Overwatch killed like 3 things.
It's literally the instance of we had an idea, but a bigger company had it, and then did it slightly better than us.
Yep.
And like the dude in like interviews and stuff, yeah, he was kind of like eccentric, and there was like this big thing where he kind of didn't like Xbox, like the Xbox community that much. But like grew to terms with it over time. But even still, like I can understand the passion with this dude, and it's very upsetting that the game just kind of just died.
Ouch. Just like Battleborn.
Because it is kind of like a fun, team. Like the big twist to the gameplay is that you can alter gravity at will. And because of that, there's like a whole lot of just like open-ended stages in which there's a lot of places to hide, and it looked pretty interesting, but like yeah, that game just died. Yeah. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 isn't this?
It's Mega Man 7 through 10 with extra challenge stuff. We all know what it is.
Okay.
Like a motherfucker to PC.
And like, yay, Mega Man.
Yep.
I can finally actually play 9 and 10 fully. Because I never actually got those 2 games.
Is 7 and 8 good?
8 was the one I... 7 was the first one I beat, and
game,
8...
they actually legitimately lagged out, which was a serious problem.
Wait, what?
When I played 7 and 8 on the Legacy Collection, they lagged like crazy.
Oh, I remember this. You even streamed it.
Yeah, it was just a, what the hell is happening? Because
for some reason, 2, 3, and I think it was 5 worked, but also 4 started doing it a bit as well.
I think it was the first Legacy Collection, which is 1 through 6, didn't have any problems, but 2, what the hell happened with 2?
That's unfortunate, because like 7 was the first classic I beat, and 8 was the first one I got to the Wily Castles of when I was playing my friend's Anniversary Collection, which GameCube version, so I had input lag, and jump, slide, kill me.
Yeah.
Jump, slide. Oh, you're dead. Do it again.
Night Trap. Someone's behind you, Night Trap. How the fuck did this game come out in 2017? Jesus Christ.
And how the fuck are they trying to make a Switch port?
Oh, Jesus.
They're trying.
Wait,
it's not gonna work, but they're trying.
Oh, God.
I'm just like, did anybody ask for this?
No.
No
one did. They're just like, hey, let's do this.
Did anyone ever stop around and think, man, I could really go for a Night Trap port?
Hey, it's the same thing for why Bubsy got a new game, man.
Oh, we'll get to that.
That's still a shitty game.
Speaking of not so good games, Agents of Mayhem.
Yeah, that was like
Saints Row.
I've heard that was like very.
This was
generic.
This was Saints Row trying to be Crackdown, and it didn't work, unfortunately.
Saints Row. Be Saints Row, not Crackdown.
I mean, Saints Row kind of ended, so.
I know, but they could just make another. They could just make another game or go off of that ending in Saints Row 4 where they start time traveling.
And they conquer the universe.
Yeah, they could do the time travel one. They could just like redo the. Yeah, because Agents of Mayhem is the ending where it's the reboot. Because you see Gat be a cop and all that. So
the weirdest thing about Agents of Mayhem is that I'm pretty sure like 2 years after Saints Row 4, I saw trailers of it, and then I heard nothing out of it for like 3 years, and then randomly at the beginning of 2017, it's like, oh, by the way, this game that we talked about is coming out in August. I was like, where the fuck were you?
Nidhogg 2. Yeah, I must admit, Nidhogg
it's ugly, but it looks fun.
Yeah, not the most visually pleasing game, but it's still Nidhogg. It's still fun.
Yeah, and with more weapons variety than just swords this time.
Sonic Mania. How is this the best Sonic game to come out in years?
Tell me about it.
Best Sonic game in the last 5 years or so.
And then, a few months later happened.
Yes, I'm gonna say.
Kinda sucked.
We'll get to that, but god dang, man.
Yep.
If there was ever an instance of fans sometimes know what they're doing more than developers, it was this year. Like, god
Even
damn.
with it only having 4 original zones, those zones were all the best part of this game.
Yep.
I would like a Sonic Mania 2 that's just all original stuff.
Yeah,
Please,
if
I want to see something in the style of Studiopolis, frickin' Press Garden, Mirage Saloon, and Titanic Monarch.
If I recall, the only reason the classic stages were in there is because Sega persisted, right?
Probably because of anniversary game.
Yeah, it's an anniversary title, so they had to do it.
Yeah, so yay, Green Hill and Chemical Plant for the how many times now?
Can we just never see Green Hill for the next 10 years?
I love that post that's just like Sonic fans. Man, Green Hill, I'm tired of seeing it. Kirby fans. Man, I love this tree.
I know.
It's so weird. Like you would think
that's because Wispy Woods is in every game, and we expect him as a legacy boss.
Well, he's not technically in every game.
Well, he might as well be.
Well, I mean, he was a cyborg in the newest one.
No, that was just a robot.
No,
they confirmed that's actually Wispy Woods' fucking cyborg.
I don't believe that.
Considering what that game is, from what I understand, it's just robots mechanizing everything on Dreamland. That makes sense.
Yeah, basically the plot is we're roboticizing Dreamland.
The Escapist 2.
Never played the first one. Heard it's okay.
Just try to escape from prison.
Get out of prison. That's all I got.
Action puzzle game, technically.
Yeah, it's basically like there's like a game called Prison Architect where there's 2 modes where you play as the people like making the prison and making sure all the convicts, have everything and all the like staff and everything are like all situated. And then there's a second mode where you play as the prisoners in a preset like prison, and you try to like come out with a plan to get out. It's basically that, but there's just a whole game built around that with a lot more mechanics to it.
Pretty much. Yeah. All right. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
I haven't played it yet. Heard it's pretty good.
I heard that it's good because it's like the first open world Uncharted, and I think people really like that with this series since it's all about treasure hunting and that whole sense of trying to find stuff. I
still need to beat Uncharted 2.
I haven't. Those Yetis in Uncharted 2 are an asshole.
Hello.
Yeah, that final world is where I'm at.
Hello, neighbor.
Like, this game, I don't really think it's that good. It's just kind of there.
It's just like that indie title that's just like, hey, we got this cool idea. Cool.
It's got that lore.
Also, that's all. That's all we have.
The gameplay isn't very good.
It's an interesting one. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, a game.
Why did I want to buy this game so much, and why do I have so much fun with it?
A game that when it got announced, everybody was like, "Oh, this is the worst idea you could have ever ever come up with.
It's when it was leaked is when the reactions were. Then the gameplay trailer happened.
Then not only gameplay trailer, but just like the announcement with like Miyamoto and the dude like playing around and just like having fun.
And the guy cried.
And the goddamn director of the game just teary-eyed over everything that was going on right now.
The fact that a Mario Rabbids XCOM game was a dude's passion project is, dude.
I love how it came. I love how it came out where it's just like XCOM was just like, we didn't even know this was happening.
They're just like,
and then the guy who made XCOM says, "I'm just glad there's a version I can play with my kids now."
There's that, and there's also a recent story that's just like, there were some ideas that were in Kingdom Battle that were actually better than we came up with. So we're gonna like learn from that.
We're gonna.
I'm guessing the jumping and stuff,
I was just say, God dang! When the fucking creator of this game archetype is just like, wow, you did something better than us. We're gonna learn from you now. It's like, how does that work?
That's gotta be crazy inspirational.
I kind of hope there's like a sequel of some kind.
How does the person that invents the wheel learns from somebody who reinvented it?
Like, wow, you invented a hovering wheel. Holy shit. Can I do that?
Redout. Just like Wipeout. Another game that's like Wipeout and Fast Racing Neo remix. And F-Zero, it's just futuristic racing.
Resident Evil Revelation.
For the PS4 and Xbox One, and then the Switch also got both games in a combo pack.
With special little mini games.
I've never played the first Revelations, and I haven't got the combo pack yet. So
it's on a cruise ship. It's kind of like a weird. It's like it's got the scary parts, and then there's like.
Is that the same cruise ship that's in Project Cross Zone 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I heard this game's like 4 and a little bit of 5 in the sense it's got its slight horror bits, but it's a lot of action and fun. So
yeah,
I hope that's the case. I also Revelation 2 is good, but it's made better by the fact that Barry's back.
Barry,
gotta love that sandwich.
Oh,
Warriors All-Stars.
A few minutes later, you want to fit nicely into a sandwich.
Alright, Warriors All-Stars.
This is the game I was talking about where Koei Tecmo just took a bunch of their franchises and put them in a Muso game.
They were basically just like, what would be fun? Everything.
You know what would be fun? If Kasumi from Dead or Alive was comboed against Nobunyaga.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
A cat version of Nobunaga.
It's a cat that just has Nobunaga's just dumb mustache, ponytail, and hair.
I need this game now. I just need this game.
Here it is.
You can also get Ryu from Ninja Gaiden. There's just like a bunch of Koei Tecmo characters in this game.
That is amazing.
But again, unfortunately, I guess it didn't sell well to the point where they could get like more DLC characters added to it, and that sucks because I would have loved it if we just got more stuff that like they maybe crossed over with. Like, I would have loved if they just put in a Gundam character because they originally made a Gundam Muso game. And if this gets a Switch port, I absolutely would love, like, Link and Rowan or Liana for, like, Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors to be in. That'd be cool. Windjammers. I know Proton John is in love with this game.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
This is basically, what's the minigame called? Speed hockey from Mario Party 2, except you're throwing discs instead of hockey.
Speed hockey!
That sounds so fun.
I think they announced this around the same time Marvel vs. Capcom 3 points.
Yeah, they did. The exact same time, actually.
That's weird.
And that just like increased Max's hype by a lot. It was funny.
XCOM 2. It's XCOM. It's military.
XCOM, give it to you.
It's XCOM, give it to you. It's military fighting against aliens. What else do you want, guys?
Yeah.
Yakuza Kiwami. It's a remake of the first game.
Using the engine of Zero.
Gonna buy it once I beat Zero.
Pretty much. It's pretty good. Don't like some of the remixes. Mainly the Funk Goes On remix because it's just like... I feel like they fucked it up. It grew on me, but like I really liked the rock version it was originally. Pretty much, though, it's the same. Added a few sub-stories, improved a few sub-stories, added some more plot in concerning Nishiki and why he turned evil.
Reminder that I only own 0, and I'm not yet.
It's very obvious that Nishiki turns evil. It's on the fucking cover.
Okay, I should mention I haven't seen Kiwami's cover art.
God damn it, Triforce. Anyway.
Again, I'm focusing solely on 0 right now.
Fair enough. Just ignore that. They have very good pros. Anyway, good game. It's like $30 when it came out. Probably cheaper now. Play it.
Life is Strange before the storm. I
Good thing
don't
Jacob
care about
ain't
Life is Strange.
So the problem with this game
is
is that this is Life is Strange, but without the coolest mechanic of Life is Strange, being able to time travel at will. And unfortunately, this game was not made by the same people who made the original Life is Strange.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it's made by it's just made by a different team entirely, and they do not know how to write teenagers or people in general. It feels like they looked at like a chart of what to say. What can we do to make Tumblr like us more? Put in a lesbian couple. Make it so everybody who's a man is also a dick.
Oh god.
That's sexist.
And it's just like it's really not good, and that's unfortunate. But hey,
yeah, like
the
I said,
actual
good thing
people are making a Life is Strange 2, so let's see what comes from that.
Hopefully that'll be something good. Azure Striker Ground Volt Striker Pack.
1 and 2 in one delicious
that.
combo.
Well, I bought it on 3DS.
What?
I bought that on 3DS.
Okay. 2 good games. Fuck one of the playable characters in the second game, though.
He sub really doesn't like Cole.
Copen,
sorry. I thought it was Cole.
That was Cohen.
It's Copen.
Yeah, it's Copen.
How come you hate him?
He's a horrible person.
Fair enough.
He hates him like thematically, not in terms of how he plays.
Yeah, he's got that good Mega Man shit talking about him.
He's not Mega Man.